Imagine scrolling through a sleek website where every element feels alive, smooth, interactive, and elegant. Now, picture yourself building one of those components. A custom select box that's not only functional, but also visually captivating. Welcome to Code Instinct, where today we'll transform a standard dropdown into a work of art using JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. Let's turn your ideas into a coding masterpiece. Before we start, a huge shout out to all our amazing patrons on Patreon. Your support helps keep this channel running and motivates me to create more in-depth tutorials. If you'd like to join and gain access to exclusive coding resources, check out the link in the description. Thank you for being awesome. Let's begin by setting up the project files. You'll need 3 files: a blank HTML file, a CSS file, and a JavaScript file. Don't forget to link the CSS and JavaScript files properly in the HTML files section. Also, import the Poppins font from Google Fonts for a modern and clean design. In the body tag, we'll create a div with the class dropdown to house the custom select box. Inside it, add a div with the class dropdown select. This will be the clickable area where users select an option. Below it, another div with the class dropdown options will contain multiple div elements, each representing an option. For simplicity, we'll add 3 options: Option 1, Option 2, and Option 3. To bring the HTML structure to life, we'll start by styling the body element. The font family is set to Poppins sans serif to ensure a modern and clean typography throughout the page. We use DisplayFlex, Justify Content Center, and ALI Items, center to center, align the dropdown both vertically and horizontally within the viewport. The height is set to 100 VH, making the body take the full height of the screen. And margin 02 removes any default spacing. Finally, a background property with a linear gradient that adds a visually pleasing backdrop. Next, we style the drop-down container, setting its position to relative ensures that any child elements with absolute positioning are positioned. Relative to this container, we also define its width as 250 pixel to provide a consistent size. The drop-down select element is styled to serve as the clickable area. It's given a display property of flex to align its content horizontally. Justify content. Space between ensures even spacing between the text and the arrow icon. While align items center vertically aligns the content within the element. Padding is set to 12 pixel 20 pixel 4 comfortable spacing, and the font size of 16 pixel ensures readability. We add border radius 10 pixel to soften the corners, creating a more polished appearance. The background is set to giving it a semi-transparent white look, while the box shadow property adds a subtle depth effect with a shadow. The cursor pointer makes it clear that this element is interactive, and the transition property with a 0.4 second ES duration ensures smooth background color changes when hovered. On hover, the drop-down select elements background transitions to less transparent, providing subtle visual feedback to the user. The after pseudo element is used to add a drop-down arrow icon. The content property is set to \25 BC, which corresponds to a downward pointing arrow character in Unicode. The font size is set to 14 pixel for a proportionate size, and the color is set to dark gray for contrast. A margin left of 10 pixel adds spacing between the text and the arrow. For the drop-down options container, we set its position to absolute, so it aligns perfectly below the drop-down select. The top value is set to 55 pixel, positioning it slightly below the drop-down select. Its width matches the parent container, ensuring consistency. This background will give it a semi-transparent white appearance, while border radius 10 pixel matches the design language of the drop-down select. A box shadow of 0 for pixel 8 pixel adds a subtle elevation effect. Initially, the opacity is set to 0, and visibility is hidden, hiding the drop-down options from view. The transform translate y-10 pixel property moves it slightly upwards, creating a smooth drop-down effect when toggled. A transition property with 0.6 second ease ensures the show and hide animations are fluid. The dropdown options.show class is used to override the initial hidden state of the dropdown options container. When this class is added dynamically via JavaScript, it modifies the opacity, visibility, and transform properties. Specifically, opacity is set to 1, making the drop-down options fully visible. Visibility is changed to visible, ensuring that the options are now interact-able. The transform property is reset to translate Y0, moving the drop-down options back into their original position from the slightly offset -10px initial state. Each div inside drop-down options is styled individually. Padding is set to 10 pixel, 20 pixel for consistent spacing, and the font size of 14 pixel ensures readability. The cursor pointer property indicates interactivity. On hover, the background changes to pale blue, providing clear visual feedback that an option is being hovered over. Through these detailed styles, the drop-down achieves a polished, interactive, and user-friendly design. To make the drop-down interactive, the JavaScript is written to handle 3 key functionalities: toggling the drop-down menu, selecting an option, and closing the menu when clicking outside of it. Let's break down the JavaScript code in detail. First, we select the 2 main elements of the drop-down using the query selector method. The drop-down select element is assigned to the variable select. This is the clickable area that users interact with to open or close the drop-down menu. The drop-down options container is assigned to the variable options. This contains the list of selectable options. Next, we add an event listener to the entire document using document.addEventListener. This ensures that clicks anywhere on the page are captured and can be handled appropriately. The event listener listens for the click event, and the callback function processes the click's target. Inside the callback function, the closest method is used to check where the click occurred. The first one, if the click happens within the drop-down select element, the toggle method of the class list object is used to add or remove the show class on the drop-down options container. When the show class is added, the drop-down menu becomes visible, and when it's removed, the menu is hidden. This toggling mechanism allows the drop-down to open and close interactively. The next one, if the click occurs outside the drop-down select element, the classList.remove method ensures the show class is removed from drop-down options, effectively hiding the drop-down. This behavior ensures that clicking elsewhere on the page automatically closes the drop-down, enhancing usability. Next, we handle the selection of an option within the drop-down menu. If the click target matches a div inside the drop-down options container, using closest again, the text content of the clicked option is retrieved using e.target.textContent. This text is then assigned to the text content of the drop-down select element, dynamically updating the label to display the user's selection. Finally, after updating the selected option, the classList.remove method is called on the drop-down options container to hide the drop-down menu once a selection is made. This ensures that the menu automatically closes after the user selects an option. Once the code is complete, open the project in your browser. You'll see a stylish drop-down menu in the center of the page. Clicking it reveals smooth animations, and selecting an option updates the label instantly. The design and functionality are clean and polished, showcasing the power of combining HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's it for today's tutorial on building an elegant custom select box using JavaScript. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy coding!